Hi everyone, welcome back to Rogue Trader Void Shadows. We've just done this ice world where we found the Inquisitor black ship. So let's head over here. Don't know whether to do that bathing blood thing, absolutions in blood here. Or wait. I don't know if there's any kind of timeline to it. 7 plasteel. I have 4. Are not explored. The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers to a new mining site. Searching the ship might prove useful, but contains certain risks. Click to search. Well, worked. The team was able to retrieve the last surviving extractium under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. Oh, 1 extractium. Okay, now that had how much plasteel? 7 plasteel. I think I'll take that. For it's useful to having contracts and stuff. Okay. It's only 11 plasteel at the moment. There's another 2 down here. Shall we go to this rim station? I'm sure that's new. Welcome, your lordship, to Heavy Oaks Rim, our humble trading station. I'm Steward Pontius Lockton, here to offer our highborn guests only the finest wares and special ship modules. Helmsman snort is heard over the internal vox. A trading station, probably the one. Everyone in the Expanse knows that this is a pirate den where they peddle the stolen plunder, but to be fair, they never touch the customers, which is probably why they're still alive. What rumours have been flying around lately? Same old, rampaging pirates, nefarious smugglers, Xenos preying on lone ships. The valiant Imperial Navy alone fights them all, and we thank the God Emperor we can enjoy its protection. There's a rumour about a lone Adeptus Mechanicus ship, an ancient hulk that's reported to appear in one system or another, only to vanish the next day. Who knows why it broke away from the Explorer fleet, what secrets it may hold. But that is just a told tale, unworthy of your lordship's ears. Upgrade my vessel's weapons. Perhaps you might be interested in macro cannons. Solid, robust, in very, very good condition. You'll crush any enemy with the power at your side. What do we have? Prometheum mortar. 3 shots stealing 14. 50% chance to start internal fires. Yeah. And that is for 1 profit factor. Although stolen goods perchance. Of course not. How can one steal from the wielder of such mighty weapons? Ah, you got a deal. May the new cannons bring you many glorious victories. How about your engine? Take a look at this model. It will be a worthy acquisition for your flagship. The spirit of this machine is obstinate but fast. A battering engine. 12 speed with strong acceleration and low braking. Plus 3 additional void movement points when ramming. I don't ram. It just damages your own. Did it fail to carry its previous owner away from disaster? Absolutely not. The previous owner was boarded at the docks. I apologise. I meant to say there's merchandise is perfectly legal. Not interested. I will hold on to this worthy commodity in case you change your mind. Okay, so that's what it is. Let's have a look at this macro cannon we picked up. Prometheum mortar. We have torpedo tubes, lance weapon, macro cannons there, 2 shots at 14. These are 4 shots at 14. And this one can only go on the dorsal. It's medium range, which is better. 3 at 14, which is better. And also can cause fires. get rid of that. I'll keep the lance weapon and the torpedo tubes, so add that one to cargo. The strong acceleration and braking means you can turn. Your turning circles are tighter. The 11 speed means you just go further, so I think I'll have maneuverability. And that one, I don't know, blast attacks. I don't know what we'll be up against though, so. Anyway, that wasn't so bad. Quick refit for profit factor instead of free, but that's okay. Let's start heading down. One more jump. Go down to Australia Prophecy. One profit factor gained. The Lord Captain retires to his study to ponder what the future holds. A while later, his thoughts are interrupted by a timid knock on the door. Is that Cassia? Cabela? No, it's Sourback. No, Uwe is the Cassia's manservant. The young servant in fine livery quickly bows to you and places a peculiar object on your desk. A transparent dome with a living flower inside. The servant gestures at the flower, and the voxcaster built into his respiratory system lets out a crackle of static. I was instructed to deliver this gift to the Lord Captain only. Examine the dome with the plant inside. Nice. I always like succeeding in these ones, because these little 9s and 10s and 20s all add up. Before is a fragile branch of a lavandulum quadis, a most rare specimen native to the world of Cadiz in the Calixis sector. Covered in tiny blooms the colour of the purple sky, the plant has been carefully sealed inside a dome, along with a mineral fertilizer modified by the Magus biologists, which will sustain it for many years. Ugh. What the sender of such an unusual gift meant to achieve with it remains unclear. High Factotum Janice Danrock should be able to assist you with his expertise in articles of such rarity. In the meantime, the Voxmaster could look into the sender's intentions by listening to personal communications channels of the ship's officers. That's obviously some Cassia as a kind of romantic ritual thing. Was I going to give you this or not? That single attacks with bolters are really good though. That's cargo with that. Strange noises outside. Have a lord. What you got? I'll get rid of that. How about Joy? You have Lord Xenos. 10% hit and Xenos. I'll probably get rid of that as well. That. Probably don't need that. This, you have to be heretical to wear it. There's only 2 of us for that. And she can't wear that. Am I votary? I'm not votary either. Reduces all toxic damage. If the wearer has heretical votary, they also heal 2 wounds every time they suffer toxic damage. It's quite rare to get toxic, so I'll just add to the cargo zone. You're the automatic weapon person. Alright, what's the recoil gloves? No, that's not that good. Only Abelard is doing carouse, so I might as well chuck it on him. Oh, I got that armour, didn't I? Tempestus Carapace, where was it? Here. Extra armour. The Fire Blessed Carapace is good against fire damage and immune to burning. Plus 10 against melee attacks. She's on 53.48 at the moment, so it's 103. Or 90. But with deflection 4. Where are we? Let's get extra deflection. But Fire Blast gives 2 deflection, 20% armor against fire damage, okay. Whereas Tempestus gives us extra deflection against ranged. And the Semite Stormtrooper. Let's get rid of that. And that. She already has rune armor, doesn't she? No, she doesn't. Her willpower isn't going to get over 50. So we can add that. We already have Sin Skin. What are you wearing? Improved armored body glove. Might as well give him the Sin Skin then. The Sin Skin is just better than that. And better than that. So we've got just these 2 left. That's good. Clear those out. Imperial Pride is better than this in every way, isn't it? Yes. Got the long las and the Darby long rifle, which the Wondrous Portent is just better. But the Wondrous Portent only does dead eye shots. If it scores critical with a single shot attack, they gain an additional attack this turn. Right, that'll do for now. Move on. And let's talk to Danrock. There's Heinrichs. He's over here. I've received an unusual gift, a living flower sealed in a crystal dome. Does it mean anything to you? Oh, your lordship, if this is what I think it is, he ponderously rests his arms on his bulging stomach. I once came across a volume on ancient aristocratic rituals in the family library. I think I recall something called an immortalium, a term from an ancient custom of nobility, an eternal flower that can exist for centuries in the vastness of space. I inquire who sent it to you. Not fully certain. I can make an educated guess. Lady Cassia must have bought the flower from York 5, with her personal belongings, and kept it this whole time. Hardly anyone else aboard this vessel would be powerful enough to acquire such an exotic artifact, aside from you, of course. The appearance of the Immortalium and the life of two noble personages is a very special ritual meant to wordlessly evoke the true intentions of both parties. Every gesture, act, glance, and statement carries profound meaning, replete with subtext. The very act of gifting an Immortalium can be interpreted as a sign of favour, uncertainty of intentions, budding friendship, or even a request to keep a polite distance. Sometimes it's all these things at once. How am I supposed to understand the meaning of my Immortalium? He shrugs. This is the entire point of the ritual, your lordship. How confident are you? What emotions bind you and your partner to this elaborate game? What does your inner voice tell you? Only you can decide how to interpret these events. Only you can deal with the consequences. And what am I supposed to do? Make your move. Do you wish to reject the gift, ostentatiously ignoring the gesture, or accept it on your own terms? According to noble etiquette, a reciprocal gift must display equal effort and emotion, and it must be delivered to a third party, just like the Immortalium itself. I know what gift I should give Cassia. I'm all ears, your lordship. Library. Provide the Sanctum Navis with a singularly superior library. Your will be done, your lordship. Give me some time and I will make sure the order is carried out to the letter. Okay. That's that done. Should go and talk to somebody. I'll talk to Pasqal. I don't want to be missing any quests or anything. Oh, Abel's here. Hi, Abel. The person you saved from the Electro Priest Monastery, the servant of the Messiah, who calls himself Abel Hanuman, is staring intensely at the cogitator's vid screen. Wires connect the sacred computing machine to augmatics inside the prayerfully bowed heads of murmuring servitors. He looks up at you. After a lengthy silence, he looks away and says stiffly, Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. How are you feeling? The tech priest stares intently at his feet for a while, then says in a halting voice, the running of the binaric protocols was bogged down and dissolved in false commands. The filter has separated the correct signals from the incorrect. The running has been restored to its swiftness. Pasqal speaks softly, as though trying to match the inflection of Abel's voice. Tech Brother Abel has passed the diagnostics. The pernicious influence of the sacrilegious procedures has been completely eliminated. Statistically, most survivors of schematicals infestations are left with severe cognitive impairments. However, Tech Brother Abel's mind, being of a less typical nature, has not been damaged to so great a degree. Why do you and Pasqal have the same name? Abel freezes. From his vox synth, barely audible through the static, comes the words. The naming of the names is not an index to the text. The naming of the names is the text. Foreshadowing there again. Abel's answers can be enigmatic. His mind works differently from ours. He thinks in harmonic imagery and notices the symmetries and proportional relationships in the world around him. Poetry would be the closest analogy to how he perceives and interacts with reality. Never imagined there could be poets among the tech priests. Pasqal looks surprised. Why not? Technolingua is rhythmical and possesses a broad semantic scope. Some of the more sonorous dialects lend themselves well to individual and symphonic declamation. Do you understand what Abel is referring to? Negative. However, I will hypothesize. Tech Brother Abel is seeking to convey the idea that our matching identifiers are not the key to some vital data point, they are in and of themselves the vital data point. At this stage of my analysis, I can draw no useful conclusions from this proposition. However, the very fact that the Tech Brother Abel is trying to hint at something points to him either being better informed than I am, or having conducted a more in-depth analysis of the situation. That is useful information. Soften your tone. Could you please explain what you mean? Abel relaxes a little. His gaze drifts to the side. There is silence. Are we overthinking it? It doesn't matter why your names are the same. What matters is that they are the same. Is that what you mean? Abel looks sideways at you, and once his transfixed stupor is gone. At this point in time, the cycle has been broken and reshaped into a rising spiral, as Amonat envisioned. On hearing his mentor's name, Pasqal lets out a raspy, static-filled sigh. They are connected. My hypothesis regarding Abel's connection to the blessed Amonat has been confirmed. Point to the cogitator. What are you working on? We catch the soul of the light in the solar wind. We look for the footsteps the Omnisci left when he walked the desert. So, the soul of the light in the solar wind? So you're catching photon streams, neutrinos, positrons. This is the only romantic computation procedure. The depersonalized minds of these machine servants are in data dream, processing enormous arrays of assorted data and aggregating them. Virtually all results of such synthesis are scrap data, but occasionally we have noted coincidences whose exactness defied logic. Extremely rare and venerated form of statistical augury, but Tech Brother Abel is adept at this form of appealing to Deus Mechanicus. Inspect the sacred machine. The hair has been removed from the servitors' heads. So these ones. The bulky cerebral augmetics cover their skulls like helmets. The faces of the cogitator servants are blank. Their eyes are closed. The lips are incessantly whispering what sounds to be gibberish. Hundreds of lines of symbols containing information scroll down the cogitator's vid screen. Abel Hanuman, whatever I pronounce it, I can't remember, stares at it with voracious interest, in sharp contrast to his usual placidity. Look for logical connections within the data. Most of the runes are devoid of any meaning, but you notice a few among them that combine into formulae and computational graphs. Abel peers at you inquisitively, then shifts his gaze to the vid screen, and you could swear that a smile lights up in his face, under his respiratory augmetic. Nice. 44 experience. A crystal is exquisite in clear water. Deviation from the cycle's trajectory has been increased, as was Amonat's wish. Jesus Christ. I'm struggling today. It's about 6 in the morning. I've only had an hour's sleep. And it is about 2 degrees in temperature. But I'll try. Abel lowers his head, and his Vox synthesizer broadcasts a binaric hymn you do not recall having heard before. Its sound is full of vibrant energy, and its precise rhythm is nothing short of pleasing to the ear, a very thing for the language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Pasqal explains with an inexplicable air of pride. Tech Brother Abel has dedicated a lesser aria to you. The piece is distinguished by a high degree of acoustic harmony, and is fit for use as a motto, auxiliary identifier, or epitaph. Bow to Abel. Thank you for the generous gift. The gift is disproportionate, but it does signify a personal affinity. Why do you do it, as in, or the cogitation? It's how we execute the quest for knowledge, in the hope that the machine gods grants us an epiphany, so that we may discern a logical connection in the mass of absurd data which will propel our comprehension forward. Turn to Pasqal. To hear what Abel said, it seems we have contributed to Amanat's design and deviated from the cycle. What does that mean for you? A low guttural sound rises from the depths of Pasqal's Vox synth, as though the planet's tectonic plates are shifting and crushing each other. The mighty roar brings forth words imbued with power. We follow a path charted by a great mind, but that path leads to dark places. The cycle... Oh my god, this is that massive theology talk with him. Oh, I hope my voice lasts. The cycle has the advantage of predictability. It all comes down for that one chain of questioning. And this is a big theology essay. The cycle has the advantage of predictability. Abandon it will plunge the collective into perilous space of uncertainty, which will inevitably lead to disasters and risk of universal annihilation. The doctrine of discontinuing the cycle may herald good things to come, or it may be a death sentence. Only the Omnissiah knows all and comprehends all. Others are mere prophets who interpret his wisdom as far as their own comprehension permits. Is that not the promise of every heresy? Let's renounce our path, distort our doctrine, and head out toward what looks like a better future, but actually only has danger and grief in store for us. This statement is true. Many dangerous philosophies appear impeccably logical, yet have dangerous defects that the creators were unaware of. There was doubt in Tech Priest's voice, the tone of thundering profundity drains from Pasqal's Vox, giving way to his familiar sibilance. Oh right, I must have asked it up. There was other things to say there. Gaze into Abel's eyes. Tech Brother Abel, are you free from possession? You are free from possession, are you not? I trust that you pose no threat to my ship. Abel's voice quivers, his eyes dart around, desperately avoiding eye contact. What was flawed has since been purged, but the shadows of the hunt linger. The cog is dismounted and no judgment has been made. In the absence of judgment, the threat remains. Who will make the judgment? Oh, ooh. Foreshadowing again. I will. Pasqal places a mechadendrite on Abel's shoulder and repeats his voice like a heavy wheel, tread crushing the dirt underneath. I will make the judgment that will avert the threat. Its gaze falls on you. There's no need to frighten him. What troubles him so? I assumed at first that this was caused by a shock inflicted upon his system by the schismatical attack, but my tech brother's words are a sign of a deeper reason for his unease. He foresees something that threatens both him and all those around him, and thus I stand ready to face his threat. What judgment do you two speak of? Only he knows. If my tech brother fears that he might not make the right decision at the critical moment, then I will do it for him. Why are you so concerned about him? He's not the one you were hoping to find. Answer unknown. I am registering kinship, both between our identifiers and the one that is more profound. Archmagus Amanat left an imprint on all his students. It may be then that I see some of my mentor and tech brother Abel, so my spirit rejoices and strives to keep him from our harm. We care for him as he truly was your younger brother. Pasqal's Vox rasps a tired laugh. Tech brother Abel is harmonious, and harmony is beauty. Is it so strange an urge to protect beauty from the horrors of the grotesque? That is not something you expect to hear from Adeptus Mechanicus. I will try not to give Abel any undue cause for dread. Thank you. Must take my leave. Abel immediately looks away, as if he has lost all interest in you, but then his vox crackles barely audibly. I am glad to see you. Can I talk to him again about theology now?
Apologies. 19% of my processing power is engaged in the analysis of my tech comrade's memory. My response time may be longer than usual.
Have you found anything out?
The data is scarce. His identification code is the same as mine, and his memory contains data confirming that the assassination did take place. Unfortunately, some of his memory was damaged by pulses broadcast by his battle harness. I can assert with some confidence that he was who he claimed to be, and that he served the Deus Mechanicus earnestly and eagerly.
It gave off the impression of a paranoid madman.
Notwithstanding his permanent state of agony, he was not cognitively dysfunctional. His desire to immediately destroy the object he had deemed profane was partly dictated by his engrammatic augmentics, which were receiving imperatives from his battle harness. In light of the oddness of our matching identification codes, I find merit in his hypothesis as to the existence of a clandestine malevolent agent or conspiracy operating inside our fraternity.
Who do you think was behind the assassination?
No data available. I will hypothesize that the assassination was instigated by an enemy of the Blessed Amanat's doctrine. I accept the possibility that the assassins were targeting me, only to be led astray by Tarsus and my own identical identifiers. I am concerned about the fate of Archmagus Amanat. According to Opticon 22, he went missing in the wake of the incident on an Arch Mechanicus, the Hermetico. Information about that ship and its perishing has been purged from the archives. I accept the possibility that the incident on the ship, the concealed data, and the assassination have all been part of a single conspiracy.
Are you not surprised that Amanat's words have such an effect on Opticon 22?
I was not knowledgeable as to how popular Blessed Amanat's teaching was in explorator circles. The Cognizance fleet is massive. His ideas might have found a larger following on its periphery than in the Mother Squadron.
Amanat was a believer and he caused a schism. Tarsus was a believer and he turned into a zealot. Faith can be dangerous.
Of course, faith is dangerous. Faith is the prerogative of the spirit, and a spiritless mind is an enemy of all existence. Without faith, there is no meaning in anything, no point to any aspirations or limitations. But faith can take different forms. The form of prohibitions established by unknown elders. The form of an audacious violation of those prohibitions. The form of following dogma or of schism. The form of following the cycle or of discontinuing the cycle. In a system with two courses of action, schism is inevitable. And only one of these paths will be true, as truth is discreetly separate from untruth.
Pasqal's visor seems to almost pierce you with its glow. Did Amanat believe the elders to be in error?
Amanat did not reject any one specific prohibition, but found their cumulative effect to be oppressive. The system of rigid limitations had confined seekers of knowledge to a circular track, spelling doom for the thinking mind. And that cycle of repetition had to be broken. That was why he was dubbed the Messiah of discontinuing.
My faith is more than a set of rules. It consists of ideals which sometimes come into conflict with dogma, and I've been given the gift of will to set the dogma straight.
The Omnissiah has bestowed upon us the supreme mission, the quest for knowledge. The fact of its existence confirms that reason is yet to comprehend and quantify the universe in its entirety. This precludes the existence of any prohibition that could be considered universally relevant. All limitations need their exceptions, yet exceptions belie the inviolability of prohibitions.
Oh, I've not enough coffee. Not had enough coffee for this conversation, Pasqal. This precludes the existence of any prohibitions that should be considered universally relevant. All limitations need their exceptions. The exceptions belie the inviolability of prohibitions. Yes. Gotcha. Pasqal's voice takes on a thoughtful tone, and its otherworldly might peters out. Perhaps you will be able to find out more.
I will continue my research into the Blessed Martyr's memory with all due reverence.
Take my leave. That's enough.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
That's enough for now, Pasqal. It really is enough for now. And on previous things, I had to do stuff down here, like press buttons and stuff. Not at the moment, though. Okay, so talk to Jai another time. We already have the merchant paper for her thing quest anyway. Got new routes. And do we have touched by holiness? Colony reward, Fellstone. Dirty bureaucracy or good tidings? Frequency of faith. Phlogiston added that. Blocks bonfires of righteousness. Right. Probably. I mean, that's just a sword. And you just go charging around like an idiot. It's not bad. But this, blocking each other. And I'm sure later on, bonfires of righteous or good tidings, that must need one of those two. This blocks induces footsteps and shrine. So you only get one of these three. Accuser of sin, it's another charge. Crusade, accusation of heresy, 20 damage against demons. Ooh, you beauty, plus 3 security. Do I get that twice? No, I think it's just shown it twice. Once for me and once for the retinue. That's right, yeah. Plus 10 to all characteristics during warp encounter battles. And that must have bonfires of righteousness. And shrine is just a hammer. It's not a bad hammer, but it's just a hammer. So must have bonfires of righteousness. For that I need extra things. Okay. Let's do dirty bureaucracy then. Religious ties from other worlds in the guise of ecclesiarchy gives the opportunity to keep a portion of the proceeds. Oh, robbing from the church. Don't mind if I do. Janice. Okay. Everything's blocked. Can't do anything else there for now. Dark Sages. Plus 5 more damage to Xenos. Want this one. It's the best medkit in the game. And I think this one moves traumas. Not so, doesn't really bother me or Kibella, but everybody else. And you get loads of them replenishing. So let's get Explorator's faction up above 11675. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Shielded Emperor, please. Got the Plasteel, got the Prometheum. And extra critical hit. Explorator faction. Let's go and talk to Janus again. Janice Dadrock. I keep saying Janus. 11675. Gotta get above. Okay. Where is he? Over here. Explorators. Oh, I need, oh, just up to the next level. So 175 more. Oh my god, no. No. Gives you the most heretic and holy. So many holy gifts. I have 3. Okay. Precise lasgun. Yeah. And large medkits. Here was 1 fresh injury, or, if none, 1 old injury upon a successful Medicaid test. If the character has combat Medicaid or field Medicaid talents, the amount of restored wounds will be increased by the bonuses provided by those talents. And this removes bleeding, burning and toxin. Okay, now I have that. I can get the zip one done. Did I want anything here? Not for some time. I mean, that's okay for Argenta. That's okay for Jai. It's like 2 extra damage or something, or 2 extra minimum damage, something like that. Grimoire the Void, yeah. But that's a long way off from 47. Okay. And you want Heretic Xeno artifacts. You can have the Heretic ones then. Okay. Field Navy, do you want anything? Have I got anything? No. Crucians. Let's just start you on the holy stuff, I guess. So many holy gifts, oh my god. Camaraderie badge. When the hero gets hit, or hits the enemy in melee range, the nearest ally gets 9 temporary wounds. That's not bad. I'll have that. Oh, offer factor is 1 too low. Cloak of Hatred. Each enemy killed by the wearer's area attacks increases the wearer's damage by +3 until the end of combat. And that. That could be really good for either Cassia or Adira. Got the multi-keys as well. +10 to willpower and +15 to psychic and navigator powers. Oh, a chainsaw as well. Yeah, let's get up to the next level. And this is just straight up plus 10 dodge instead of just 10% dodge if not in cover. So that's pretty good as well. So let's get up to at least, what's this, radiant gloves? Iconoclast. Whereas all I was getting plus 10 hit against enemies adjacent to the wearer. The wearer automatically dodges allies' melee attacks. Oh, that's for like that torment bracelets. If the wearer deals damage, the enemies suffer 1 to 3 warp damage with armor penetration. For each cell the enemy has moved during the wearer's turn, the enemies suffer 1 to 6 instead. Is that after I've done damage, or? It's really good for ranged stuff then. I have to check the combat log when it's on. Oh, okay. Didn't know I had all these bloody ration cards still. Oh, Commissar's skull. Yeah, I'm getting up to and including level 9. Okay. Hopefully level 9. Might not have enough. Jewelry and ship components. Jewelry. Won't have enough, I don't think. Ship components. Uniforms and armor kits. I can get to level 8. Dark visionary hood, a rusty chainsaw, flamer pistol. I can go straight back into thingy and spinner's breastplate. So, oh, before I forget, let's go to here and get this doing something. It was Janice, wasn't it? Capella biologist. What was this one? Eyes of Joyous. Psi ratings increase by +1 against demons with each rank of dogmatic. I mean, it's okay for Heinrichs for now. Or if I was dogmatic in any way. Do that one for now. Right. What did I pick up here? Abelard. Chainsaw. Or that's 15 to 24 damage. Only has, oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. I should be looking at you. 15 to 24 or 17 to 20. But the Silent Verdict also has hit chance, stacking to the end of the round, and less chance to parry. I'm doing dual wield, you're doing two-handed. That is useful for ranged. How about this instead of your hammer? 15 to 24. And here you got the Ripper. Yeah, okay. The Thunder Hammer. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. Just add that to cargo. And precise, that's going to add to cargo. Right. What's better, the light spinner's breastplate or the normal one? Probably give that to you, because I've already got an upgraded one. Extra toughness, you lose 5 agility, but that's not much. Plus agility bonus, dodge and parry against melee attacks. So 5. Or just 10% dodge. Okay, that's cargo. And of course his hood. He's a psychic power attack. Either 2 AP or 10 warp damage. Or just straight up bonus to warp power. 15% extra damage. Oh, that's a no-brainer, that one. Did I pick up anything else? What did I give you? So when did that keep falling off? That's a strange one. What else have I picked up? Unyielding Vanguard boots or Dumo. Charge 1 AP less, okay. Tactical backpack. That's for you. Extra range or 50% armor against warp damage. That. Just gyroing. Crit, yeah, sure, crit build. That's the pack of reagents, isn't it? I think I've done everything. Maybe. And a fire grenade. All the grenades. Where's that? Well, the one we picked up. Is it this one? Tears of Repentance. Yeah. You have one of those as well. Okay. Right. I think that's everything messed around with. Yeah, I think that's everything I messed around with. More pirates out or Celio Prophecy. Oh, Celio Prophecy. Some fuel. Flood victims. It appears a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby valley. A herd of large hoofed rodents has gathered along the riverbanks. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed. The Lord Captain orders the removal of the space debris from the riverbed. It's a long and laborious process. The animals will have a chance to survive. Now the eccentric animal lover. It takes many planetary turns and hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as a backward glance at the people who saved them. I don't know what that has, but whatever. I think it's just a flavor text maybe in future conversations. Okay. 650 needed. Was down here, wasn't it? Well, I was thinking of going. Okay, let's go to Janus. Lord Captain, urgent report. Received an astropathic message from Regent Aranto Orselio. The navigator is concerned about the fate of Cassia, who disappeared from York 5. The Regent is requesting an update on her current status, and he also inquired about the possibility of a personal meeting to negotiate and to arrange the return of the Lady Navigator to her house. The psycho-emotional coding of the received message betrays acute concern. This also contains something that the astropaths have failed to put into words. If you'll excuse my forthrightness, I feel it is necessary to tell House Orsello the truth. Otherwise a conflict with the Navis nobility is possible, which, given the current state of the Koronus Expanse, will only play into the hands of the enemies of the Imperium. How did House Orsello even learn that I have Cassia? I wish I knew, Lord Captain. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps we have a spy on board, or Regent Aranto is bluffing. In either case, I believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and have useful allies to have. Tell House Orsello that Cassia is safe and that the rogue trader would be honoured to meet them in person. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. The astropaths will transmit your consent. Representatives of House Orsello will wait for you on the capital road to Dogonus. Receiving members of the Navis nobility is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of this meeting with the Chancellor upon arrival. A call for help has pierced the tranquility of your uneventful warp flight. Something sinister is afoot on one of the storage decks. 2 squads have already been sent to investigate, and both have gone missing. Alas, the only way to learn of their fate is a personal visit by the rogue trader and his retinue. 7 more damage, and another battle. Yep, let's do that. Okay. That's very small. Don't see anything yet.
Always keep your eye on the price.
It's like a very cut down version of one of the battle arenas we have during flight. very cut down version. Well, not very. This bit's the same. This is cut down though. What's this? Plaguebearer. And another bomb.
Commencing location protocol.
I need to pee, so we're back in a sec. Okay, back. So, not sure if they are going to constantly kind of zoom in or not. What's you got there? Move up a bit. Better angles. Oh, I can't. Oh, you can. I'm just. Nah, Cassia can't get there. Cassia can't go there. Okay.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. See how much you did there and why. Blood augury plus 13. Tenacity plus 4. Didn't I give her the... No, I didn't. I gave it to Adira. Okay. Fair enough.
On it. I'll make it happen.
That'll do. Let's buff Adira with that. Get the prey set up. And nice dodge on Heretic.
Was that you? Or
And Heretic's turn.
I am not your Zeke. Deal death with my hands.
Aha. More zooming in. Oh, these are just nobodies. 1, 2, 3. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other one? That was up here. Oh, what next to us? Right there. Oh, I can take that one out.
I'm not so sure. On it.
But of course. Anything else?
Okay.
Fortune favors the swift.
Pasqal can set up the... That's the one he's better at. So... There.
Request approved.
This tedium has been...
Okay. Jai. Buff. Ideva.
Getting paid for this?
And
I
Cassia.
can do that with the right incentive.
Give
Don't get
me an
too
extra
careful.
go.
Who, if not me?
Move.
I'll make it. Your end was inevitable.
Can't do any... Well, I don't have the action points for that. He's on fire already. Let's catch someone else on fire.
It's as good as you never stood a chance.
He died instantly. Okay. Only got 1 AP left.
You've got a problem? I've got a
Of course you're gonna miss that. Of course you were. Oh, you healed 13. Okay. Well, that worked well. There's another plagued undead there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, 2. Am I just blind? 3. Oh, 1 up there. Okay. Let's buff me to 5 already. Okay. And a dodge on Jai. I'm on 5 again. Again.
Never stood a chance.
I'm not going to do that because that would kill me probably. How long do I... How many do I have? 4. Get across to there. Oh yeah, I can just move.
Let's make some opportunities. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me?
And you as well.
I'll
Let's do
make
that.
it happen. Another enemy down.
Didn't get my health back. But it's Adira's turn again.
Anything else?
Blind him and get Cassia dodge, I don't know. Just looking at her thing, photo is the third one, okay. I have 6 action points, but I've already attacked. Let's cast that myself.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
Put the 5 out, at least. Dearest, first go.
On it. Farewell.
136 damage. And we're back into
Arrogance will be your downfall.
7 of them. Plagued undead right next to early Ed. Not good. Right, move Pasqal there. Well, move Bernard there. Pasqal there. Do a swap over with me. Cassia can go there.
If I may.
Well, there was 20 of them. Not so many more.
Me? Now you're clad in
There's
scarlet.
5 dead. Okay. And I can buff Adira. Set the front line up there,
That is foolishness.
I guess. Most of these are 20 or 30. I've seen many of them having a large amount of health. So
I am not your Zeke. Hear you moving no more.
it reset all our stats, didn't it? And all the buffs from stacks of stuff we had before. Yeah. Oops, no, didn't want to do that. Arm jittered.
Am I getting paid for this?
Who can I set fire to? It's next to somebody else. I wasn't going to die instantly. Well, I just set fire on you. I'm not on fire for that. Let's do that though.
Your end was inevitable.
Still not on fire. Strange. You do though.
Anything else?
Was that you? Or
Anything else?
Let's buff Cassia. And Earliet. She's on 5 psi ranking. let's just blow some people up.
The witch trust must be appeased.
132 for this one over here. .33 temporary wounds from the gloves. Extra temporary wounds as well. I think you only get one stack of temporary wounds. Unless you're the Vanguard. Hey. That one can die.
I'm not accustomed. Try to die with grace.
I guess. Backline on. Yeah, those. Why not?
I understand your intent. If I must.
That was a terrible shot. But it was a freebie. Don't really have much else to do yet. Now 12 damage to people.
Anything else?
Bounced. Love to see it.
Was that you? Or
She's on 9 now. Okay.
you jest, surely? I hold all the cards.
Get in, Adira. I was gonna hit all our people and kill them all.
Will do.
Still hit all our people. Didn't kill them all though. Is there no one I can see? There we go. 400 damage there and 270 there or something. Injured earlier. On vileness and salvation. The yellow pages of this tattered pamphlet give off the sickly sweet smell of rot. The universe is drenched in foul blood and rampant profligacy. Disgrace, immorality, and lies permeate the air around every world. Agony, suffering, and pain thrive within it. Submit, repent, and accept your fate, to live and die in vileness and villainy. This omnipresent sickness pierces the void that stretches between suns and worlds. All of existence, however perpetual or unshakable it may seem, will one day witness its demise and turn to dust. The cities of today will become ruins of tomorrow. The rosy-cheeked maiden will turn to a filthy hag. The soldier who walks the battlefield for the first time will forever stay there, sinking into the bloody, decaying mass of countless others. But open yourself to the truth. If depravity, filth, and vileness are eternal and all-encompassing, then they are the things worth bowing to. And therein lies our hope. By resigning ourselves to the rotten deformity of existence and embracing all of its profanity, we can be honest and sincere with our nature. We can evade the doom of oblivion and become one with eternity. Having trodden through all of the world's putrescence and recognized its morbid and irredeemable wretchedness, we can perceive the soft and curative warmth of the true, most merciful of faiths. And thus, at last, we can discover the path to salvation, into the caring embrace of the great unclean one, to his rotting and all-accepting heart. There is a place for any true believer. Yep. Nergal is the great leveler.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I've been recording a long time, haven't I? Yep, an hour and 20. So, I will save it here. Just do a quick colony thing. Okay. That's been fixed. Or it's been done, not fixed. What's this? Blocks the cemetery of the faithful. And I get... Kills target at melee attack. All enemies in 2 so range. Suffer willpower, mental damage. Blessing of the Fallen. +5 to evasion. I'm not sure. I get some Trucian stuff there. I get Explorators there. I think the Explorators is probably the better thing. But is it? Yeah, I guess so. Let's go for the Explorators. Janice is done. Cure for Sloth. That's not done. It's just replacing those thingies. Shield Emperor's nearly done. Okay. Right, now I can save it. Right, thanks for watching, everyone. Another long one, but a lot of talking with Pasqal. And then the Cassia stuff and a couple of fights. Next, we should get our support ship soon. And we'll go back down to here where there's space combat and stuff down here. One of these two has the void, the drifting wreck. And then there's more stuff around and pirates to go through. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.